see that drip? Y'all see your drip too? Oh, you see my drip. I see you seeing my drip. Oh, you see your drip. I see your drip. I see your drip. Drip, drip.
So we're back up. Yeah, sorry about that. You know how technology works. Things want to act up whenever they,
feel like it.
Right. So we were in the middle of wrapping up, talk about Love's Garden. So this other book you have, Pinky Swear. So I actually don't know much about this book because we hadn't had a chance to talk about it. But I saw it after I, did a little research on it. I was like, oh, I didn't even realize there was another book. But
yeah.
Tell us about Pinky Swear. What's
Pinky Swear is my baby. Okay.
And was this one first or
yes,
was okay? So this one was first.
Yes, Pinky Swear was the first book that I published. I published that book when I was 15.
Oh. So you've been a writer for a minute.
Oh, I wrote my ass off when I was younger because I had time to. Now I'm busy, got bills. But
writing checks.
You know what I'm saying? Pinky Swear is the story of a teenage girl, Naiya, and I don't know, like just as I wrote, her story just continued. It's actually a book. It has 9 parts, like 9 whole parts of that book. And I'm telling you, I wrote when I was younger. I wrote because school was boring, so I had to keep myself interested.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
School was boring.
Yeah, school was boring.
So maybe school being boring is how we birth more artists.
Yes, school gonna stay boring, especially if they keep doing that math.
Right. So I what's the in this time of COVID and everybody is kind of like on the fritz of social climate and even our political climate, like the world is on fire around us. Do you have any tips of wellness tips of taking some self-care of what we should be doing in this time, or anything that you're doing in this time that's helped you?
I make sure that I reach out to my friends. And shout out to my friends because we don't make a big deal out of not being okay. But we make sure that when one of us tells the other people that we're not okay, that we make sure that we reach out. But we know how important it is to reach out. Mm-hmm. We know that it's not on just it's not just on me to handle what I'm going through. Now I'm a strong woman and I can handle a lot of stuff. But once I hit that point where I can't handle what I'm going through, I reach out to my people. And just as a Black woman, sometimes we don't admit what's wrong and we don't admit, I need some help. And we got to start admitting that stuff. It also helps us learn that you're not by yourself and that a lot of times other people are going through the same thing you're going through. So make sure y'all reach out and admit that you need some help.
So, plenty of people know this, right? But I'm pretty sure, and myself included, sometimes you pause at that moment because you don't know how to ask for help. How do I let somebody, do you have any advice on maybe a way that people, ask for help? Or what's your way?
For me, I don't really, I don't have the time to care how I ask for help because I need help. Period. I need help. And sometimes my friends are not available. And thank God that I'm a hairstylist at Lock Nation because we have really good people that walk into their hair salon. And sometimes I can feel somebody's spirit. I can tell that I can kind of depend on them for this little second. And I vent. And whatever I vent about, I don't care what that person think about me when they walk away because I got to get this off of me. So I would say don't be so determined to get help that you don't give a damn about how you ask for help. Because we ain't got the time to care about how you ask for help. You need help.
That's a word. I appreciate you sharing that with us. So, you brought a little something that you're going to perform for us a little bit? Yeah.
So,
you just want to hear a little bit of that spice that you've been cooking up?
This is like a chapter from Love's Garden. This is Love's Garden.
Yeah, y'all gotta go get Love's Garden.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And this is Denzel on the cover. everybody keeps saying this is Denzel's book. This is not Denzel's book. This is Naiya Smith's book. You know,
it's
Denzel
written on the
just,
front.
I'm telling you, Denzel is just on the front, y'all. But yes, this is a chapter of Love Garden. And if you need me to explain it or kind of, whatever, then I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think?
They spend a lot of time together. He pick her up after their classes ended for the day. They go to his apartment and chill. He bring her back to campus so they could do their own thing, then pick her back up so she could spend the night. I remember the first time he kissed her. He was trying to get her to scoot over on the bed, but she wouldn't. Mo, if you don't move, I'm going to kiss you, he said. She didn't move, so he did it. They made me laugh. Even grown folks do childish things when they like each other. Aunt Flo had been gone for a minute, so Mo was back to her mission. Hugh's hand started touching her, but not the places she wanted. He liked the rubber back. One night, Mo told him, "You rubbed in the wrong spot." That was the statement Q was waiting for. Took his hands no time to do what she dreamed of. Not only was Q a respectful man, but he was a man that loved the body of a woman. He studied their eyes. Only black women got his love because that's what he was connected to. Saw him as queens because, in his words, a black woman got hella sauce, extra sauce, that saucy sauce. Not only was he loving on a black woman, but the one his fingers yearned for. Watching his hands moved on Mo's body made him analyze the world's masterpiece. The best flower there is, the flower of life. He licked his lips while looking at Mo's eternity. Before showing her how much of a man he was, he moved his face to hers and kissed his lips. "Don't move, alright?" he told her. Mo rolls her eyes. "I don't move. I'm not one of them little boys out there. I don't move," she repeated. "Alright." She moves.
Okay. That was an intense little scene right there. So what made you choose that section?
Honestly, I didn't know that it was that section. I was just skimming through the book. I didn't know that they was gonna be doing that in that part. But I don't know. That's just how I do. I just keep listening to the book and be like,
Well, dang. Well, I just want to thank you for coming out and being on the first episode from the Inkwell Live. Again, this is my guest, Naiya Smith. Make sure y'all go out and check out her book. She's got the book Love's Garden, her other book, Pinky Swear. And if you need to get your hair done, you can check her out at Lock Nation Natural Hair Care. That's on Gate City Boulevard. She is taking clients. Hit her up on Instagram at Justice for Taymon Blair. I think I got it right. I knew it was like tongue twist a little bit. But, yeah. And do you want to shout anybody out before we end this session?
Yes, I want to give the biggest shout out to God. We just getting started. And baby, we got Mo. Okay, don't play with me. Period.
Amen. I'm with that. All right, so this is live from the Inkwell. We'll catch y'all next week with your host, Jay Dank. Peace.
You know you see that drip.